Ooh. Okay, and can I get a reflex save from you?
Oh, crap.
I'm way away from him looking for footprints.
The main tunnel ends that you're on. It opens up into a larger cavern, and this one is completely dark. At least it would be had most of you not had night vision.
Can I take one of the ever-burning torches from the tunnel?
Yeah, you can just tote that along with you. Yeah, this will
Be
open
careful
it up.
about the wires.
No, they're plenty coated with Valerion's blood
dead.
now. We're fine. Okay.
It's like fate is like, be right back, and then we hear him like scream.
Not
Like
for
his head
long.
rolls off.
Yeah.
I guess as we entered, and I'm like do like a sign to like everybody stop moving, and like I try to listen like for like 10 seconds, see if I hear anything. And
Okay.
18 on my listen check. See if
Okay.
anything in the room.
In the cavern ahead of you, no, there's not any noises.
I can't hear anything.
Okay. And if you want to shine that light, or if the rest of you just want to look in there now, it looks like this is almost like a really small shopping area. You see a couple of carts set up, and there's some basic trinkets and goods littered around. It looks like if the Burning Sands had guests or travelers coming through, they'd bring them in here, and this was their little store as a way to sell their wares as they'd been making them. And whereas the rest of the cave, as you've seen so far, had some litter, the new residents have really trashed the place, this is completely untouched.
They couldn't get past the wires.
Razor wire. TM.
Well, let's look around to see what we can find in here.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, right. See, again, it looks like this is where they sold a lot of their common goods. You see a lot of basic carvings and bone, different kinds of wood, things like that. There's a couple of bits of jewelry, a lot of stuff that has lapis lazuli in it. So, apart from that, there's nothing with any martial value to it. There's no weapons, no enchanted items, things like that. This is just a very basic spread of their more common goods.
Was this room within the range of my detect magic spell?
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't sense any magic in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, do I see any kind of trinkets or anything that looks more significant than the others that I could
I
use
guess
to bring back to
anything
them?
valuable, yeah.
Anything I could bring back to them in Calim or in the port?
Do you want to roll a search check for that? Because I could think of several different kind of things you might be looking for.
I swear I almost just typed /search into the into the thing. Yes, I will. I have to keep checking what all of my modifiers are. Oh, I guess I didn't see anything.
Well, I mean, fumbling around in that kind of mixture of darkness and the very bright, ever-burning torch, it does kind of distract you. But you do manage to find, beside one of the more laden-down carts, there's a very small thing, looks almost like a children's stand. And there's a couple of necklaces that have wooden beads and then some lapis lazuli embedded in the wood. It's almost as like one of the children of the people living there had been trying to sell their own stuff.
I'm gonna search for valuables as well.
I
Okay.
check for footprints.
Alright, let's get a search check for the
I
footprints.
roll an 18.
Okay. Survival or search?
Either one, whatever's higher for you. How about that?
Alright, that would be survival.
Okay. And my idea for that is because you're not trying to actually follow the footprints, you're just trying to find a single one, see what the general
Well-
direction is. Awesome.
Not sure if that is confirmed, but maybe.
Okay.
Probably.
So, Fate, you were looking for something good as well?
Yeah, something valuable.
Okay. A little bit further in, like towards one of the back walls, you do find what looks like almost like a ring stand. There's a lot of wooden rings, a lot of lapis lazuli rings, things like that. And right in the center is a very finely carved, almost look like a thumb ring, very wide set, wide open, and it's carved out of almost like a date tree kind of wood, very deep, very rich colors. Got some nice designs flowing through it, and that seems to be kind of like the crown jewel of that particular stand.
Can I take it and put it on my thumb?
Okay.
Do I feel any different?
You die.
No difference to it. However, what's your AC?
17.
Okay.
No, it's 16.
Ooh. Okay, and can I get a reflex save from you?
Oh crap.
I'm way away from him looking for footprints. I'm eradicating them with my cloak.
18?
Nothing
Okay.
here either.
So this is actually going to do... Let's do half damage for you.
In that case, I take no damage because I have evasion.
Alright, that's even better. So, when you reached out and you picked up that ring, you saw the little box it was sitting on sink a little bit into the stand, and you hear some rumbling above you, and you feel a couple little bits of grit falling in your hair, and you jump out of the way just in time as a couple blocks fall out of the ceiling and smash into the ground.
I totally saw that coming. It's okay,
really
guys.
Should have warned us.
Alright. So as Valerion's looking around trying to find footprints, in this particular cavern, I'm going to make a note of this in the game as we keep going along, there are two alternate routes out from the one you just came in. One of them, you feel this heat rolling out of it, like this very warm, moist kind of heat, which is very different for Kalasham. So far, you've only encountered dry heats, hot heats, just a lot of very uncomfortable kind of heat. This one's a nice, warm, moist, almost like a refreshing kind of warmth coming from it. And then there's a second path that going down it, you occasionally catch the scent of like flowers, oils, things like that. Let me make a note of that here.
Do I detect evil on Aether of those passages?
Coming from the one where you can get the sweet smells coming out of it, you get that feeling of evil. It's a little bit stronger than the other ones.
Oh.
Do you guys want to go check
Sweet
that
evil.
side passage first, or do you want to go fight some evil?
By the way,
there was that thin passage that we never went down.
Yeah, but we have to go through the tripwire again.
I'm gonna do one thing while we any ever burning torches we pass through. I'm gonna take.
Don't they keep burning, including in your?
They
backpack
don't
or
emit
something?
any heat. Like you can cover them and it's fine.
Oh, I take one too.
No, I take as many as I can carry. You don't understand.
Why are you putting them?
Okay.
In my backpack.
He's recently learned how to keister.
Guys, these are quite valuable. We should take as many as we can carry.
I mean, as I said, there weren't a lot of them. So in the past, you've gone through between the main cavern, the tunnel with the razor wire, and the mine. There's been all of 3. So for each of these main areas, there is 1 torch in it.
Okay, I'll just keep track of them.
Okay.
I think I can carry 3 anyway.
I think so too.
Do you say you can sense evil this way, Valerion?
Yes, it's stronger. There was also a weaker one earlier in that small passage, if you remember. I think we should take the small passage first, leave nothing behind.
Don't you think it might be the same one, but we're closer?
Could it be the same one from judging it? If I
Different
triangulate?
angle.
Yeah, if you triangulate it like an earthquake. Yeah, it's interesting. The second one coming where that sweet smell's coming from, you almost get 2 different sections of evil. So you get a fainter one off to your right, back towards where that side passage was. So if you went directly through the wall, you'd head to it. And then there's a little bit of a stronger one. So it seems like the one that you were sensing when you first cast it into that room.
Yeah.
Is this newer, stronger one. And it's not stronger by much, so it's either not very evil or it's at a great distance to you.
I see. God, I love Paladin. This is amazing. I think we should go for the weaker one first.
Okay.
Should I go ahead?
Yes, go ahead.
Be careful about wires.
I go ahead and make sure to check for traps and everything. I go slowly and silently.
There are probably some, because nobody came in this room.
Okay, so let's just, whether or not there are actually traps, I'm not going to tell you. Let's just do 3 search checks. As a...
Yes.
Oh wait, if there are, you'll run into them.
Let's remember, I have the overpowered ring now, so I'm sure that gives me some kind of bonuses. Oh, 25 was the last roll. And
Well, I rolled an 18 on my third one and it wasn't enough, so...
Okay, so heading back, you managed to get through the wire pretty safely. Going to that smaller side patch that's big enough for just one man at a time to go through. You walk down that, and halfway down the tunnel, there's a very abrupt left-hand turn to it, like a 90-degree angle, and that leads you into something that's almost like a stable. Like the second you walk into the room, you just get hit with this odor of camel, spit, dung, moldering hay. So it looks like this is where they've been keeping their animals at.
Question, so this tunnel is man-made? Like that Fate is going down now? I guess we're still at the entrance of the smaller one, right?
Yeah, the smaller one. This looks like it's been expanded out from the original tunnel. You see where there was natural stone, but then they've gone through with some chisels and widened it up.
Alright, would a camel fit through here? Or like horse through that smaller one?
It's something you'd have to unburden the camel with, and they'd be a little bit tight, but you'd be able to get them in there.
Alright.
And in this little camel stable, there's no overburning torches, and there is a very small walkway to go out into what looks like another cavern. And in there you see quite a bit of light, and there's a couple people, along with those Kenku birds. I'd say altogether the number is somewhere up in the realm of 8 to 10.
Ooh.
Whoa. But we have a choke point here.
What are you doing? And what's the room like?
Okay, what are they doing at larger cavern?
Yeah,
okay.
And what's the cavern like? Like what's in it and stuff?
Okay, so it looks like this was some kind of common area for the Burning Sands people. There's quite a few little cooking areas, along with some tables to eat at. The cavern itself is a mixture of natural stone and then some of that temple. So occasionally you see the flagon stones up one of the walls. You see actual masonry before it just turns into natural rock again. And it looks like they're just cooking, getting drunk, having a good old time.
Are there any women, or is it just men?
It's just men. They're all wearing that same kind of raggedy, dirty desert clothing.
Okay. I'll go back and report to my friends. There's about a dozen of those men and birds in there. Oh, did I see any passage leading forward, or was it a dead end?
That canyon? The cavern?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
There were quite a few exits going out of there.
It goes on in multiple ways still. But perhaps, well, we could just slaughter them if we can lead them into this narrow passage, or we could go around for now.
Let's see if there's another pathway that leads there instead of needing to all fit through that tunnel through the stables.
Do we know like how smart these guys here are from like fighting us until now? They didn't seem like too smart, right? Like they just
No, and they are pretty drunk.
Oh yeah, I definitely mentioned that they're drinking.
Were they like spread out? Could you go in there and stab some, like coup de grace them in their sleep?
Well, they're not asleep right now, but the cavern is really large, so later on, as they all start spreading out, as the revelry starts dying down, there'll be quite a bit of room in there.
Yeah, I think we should wait to hit that passage, or that cavern. Personally.
We could also wait until... how late is it? We could wait
When
until
you
they
went in there,
fall
it was
asleep.
getting towards evening. The sun had gone behind the sandstorm, so by now that sandstorm was probably hit outside.
Could
and
also wait
currently
until they
raging
go
outside.
asleep and finish them in their sleep.
I agree. I also agree. Yeah, I agree with both of you. Let's
Then,
go back into the other tunnel.
So which
Deeper.
which cavern do you want to take? The wet heat cavern or the flower cavern or tunnel?
Flower cavern.
Yeah, we still could go all the way back deeper into the mine, but I guess we'll keep that for later. That seems
Inside
to
the flower cavern. With
Yeah,
the
alright, let's
evil.
go to wait,
Not
Flower
evil.
Cavern had the big evil or the lesser evil?
The greater evil you could feel heading down the tunnel.
I would then go to the other one, to the smaller
Okay,
evil
so you can
first in the
backtrack
heat.
through the razor wire, being very
What's wrong
careful
with your
again.
paladin sense? You want- It's like, well, okay.
My paladin senses are tingling.
Well, you know, it was like a lesser evil when there are 10 guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but
The
then
bigger
you
evil
want,
is like 100. It's like the
then
clan.
you,
They could just be less evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could be, but that's probability.
it means you've got to fight it 100 times more. Just
Alright. Let's go to the furnace first.
Okay, so you're heading to the sweet-smelling cavern?
No, I vote for the heat.
Oh, you want to go to the
casting
heat?
furnace.
Where do the rest of you want to go to?
The wet heat.
I guess
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll follow Valerion anyway. So.
Yes.
Better that we stick together unless we're scouting something.
You're blind and can't see any of the traps, so yeah, I guess you're sticking with us.
Just go ahead.
Now let's send Fate and Inza off one way.
Guys, why are you? Guys, it's not funny.
Over here. Over here.
We're standing on the other side of the tripwires.
Okay, so heading down that wet heat tunnel. The further you go into it, the more that humidity just starts getting to you. So you start dripping with sweat, like it's running down your breastplate, and Valerian's from the rest of your cloth is just getting completely soaked. And it's at the end of that little tunnel, which probably goes on for no more than 25 feet, so it has a little bit of a turn in it, is a very thick curtain.
Ooh. I invoke detect evil.
All right, there is no evil.
I check if it
On the
could
other
be
side.
a trap. Can I
But I
search?
detected evil here originally, right?
I thought it was the sweet-smelling cavern. That's where you started getting that feeling of evil coming through.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's no evil here at all.
No.
Oh. Ah, well.
I check the curtain for traps. I like that.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
like I
can prod
wait
it.
here and let the rogue like
Fart
fade.
in.
All right, the 14 now, it just looks like a regular curtain.
Safe to.
Actually, can I take my time and like take 20 search? that
I think you could
possible?
take a 10. I don't know if you could. I suppose, yeah.
I
If you
think
wanna
if
really
you're
take
not
some
under
time.
pressure and have like minutes of time, I just tell the guys, wait guys, let's make sure this isn't a trap. And like they have to wait a couple minutes.
Well, it's just 20 turns, right? Or just like, I don't know.
2 minutes or
Okay.
so.
But it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot and you're just dripping. So as you
Oh,
just
right.
start sweating your armor out, you take your time looking it over, making sure there's nothing hidden in the weaving of the curtain. There's nothing buried in the sand underneath, and it is, by the end of it, just a normal curtain.
Just open
Valerian,
the
it's
damn
safe.
thing.
Go ahead. I take a step back.
I draw my scimitar and like push the curtain open with my scimitar, like from one side to the other.
All
Sounds
right,
like
and
that
as
people
as the
down.
tip of your blade pushes it aside, this curtain of steam just comes rolling into the
I
hallway
have
you're
my
in.
shield up, yes.
And it's not like violent attacking steam, it's just hot, moist steam. And once that
Okay.
starts clearing out a little bit, you realize that this entire room, which is a fairly good-sized room, is just a bunch of natural springs. Hot springs, actually.
Well,
Do we see anything else in here?
In the multiple pools, there's some low-hanging curtains around them. Looks like for privacy, there's a couple buckets here and there, the occasional brush, rag for cleaning yourself off with, but apart from that, no. There is
Are there
on the other side, in the haze, you can make out that there's another exit. with a curtain in front of it.
I go over there, detecting evil.
Okay. And let me make a check. Yeah. Okay, you're just gonna head on over while you're checking for evil?
Yeah, like I have to concentrate while I use it, so I slowly approach that curtain, but I probe everything in an arc in front of me.
Okay. And yeah, as you start getting closer to that curtain, you start getting that feeling of much deeper evil than the one you were getting before. And
Like I stop in my track. Danger ahead. And it's an entirely different level. Continue.
all right. As you took a step into that, it's pretty much just a natural bathhouse. You hear this twang off in the steam, and an arrow whizzes past and just kind of glances and ricochets off your breastplate.
Whoa. Whoa. Well, I have my scimitar drawn, and I try to. Can I spot where it came
Can
from?
we see them?
You can roll a spot check, but this is some pretty thick mist, so we'll. In my head, I'll take off some minuses for it.
19.
Okay. Anyone else want to search for him?
I mean, I
tack onto it?
try, but I don't expect to find anyone.
I make a listen check
13.
for what it's worth. 22 on a listen check.
Okay, so that coupled with Valerian's spot check, it came off from one of the far walls, and there was a very brief moment when it shot out that it kind of pushed some of the fog aside, and you saw that there was a crossbow set up to shoot into the center of the room.
As a trap, or was it triggered by a person?
As a trap.
This place.
Alright. It's only traps.
Well, remember, the Burning Sands did say that they'd left some surprises behind for the other people.
It does seem like they really did. Okay. I focus again on the other curtain that leads out, like not the one where we entered in, where I sensed like a massive evil. Should we proceed?
Wait, let me make sure it's safe. I take 20 and check the curtain.
The curtain
25 search.
As you're taking your time really moving through the bathhouse, you find two other of those preloaded crossbows ready to go. You manage to get over there and disarm them before anything goes off. And getting over to the curtain, taking your time again, it is just a curtain.
Okay.
But still strong evil down behind it further.
We may as well
To the
continue.
corridor.
All of the paths we have available to us at this point have opposition for us.
Yeah.
Let me
So-
take a peek.
Okay. Looking behind the curtain,
Look at Valerion.
it opens up into
Shake my head.
what looks to be some kind of grand hallway in the original building. You can see really far on down it is the light from the people in that larger cavern, and you can hear their drinking and their merry-making off in the distance. To your left, somewhere around 20 yards away, is a double door set of very finely wood-carved doors. They got reinforced bars going across them, but as with anything that the Burning Sands does, there's a lot of very skilled craftsmanship put into the door.
Okay. I have to point out that detect evil has a range of 60 feet, which is like 20 yards, so just keep that in mind.
Whoops. Well, we'll assume with the caves, it's like a sound. It's river beating out.
Okay.
It's like it takes the area, so it's like.
Yeah, let's assume that's how evil works.
Yeah, I mean, it should be like a
Makes
fireball, right? The fireball in the corridor.
Yeah,
it just
detect
goes
magic
further.
is the same range. It's like 60 feet.
Okay.
So, yeah. But okay, cool. Well, so it's
It's the drinking guys, and on the left there's dull doors.
And that's
yeah.
where
I
that
think we should
feeling
go
of
back
greater
to the
evil is.
smelling,
Yeah.
smelling thing.
I agree.
Yeah, we return into the cavern before the sauna, and
Okay.
We're like mapping out the entire dungeon, and then we choose our battle in the right order.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing
Being
Someone
wrong
smart
with
should be
about it.
drawing this.
Oh, you can keep
It's
track of it.
that. Okay.
Yeah, so we go to the nice flowery smell one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Heading in there, there's no curtain on it, but it looks like this is more of a private dealings room in terms of craftsman business. Going in, there's a lot of very plush cushions and things like that. You see there's a table in the sunroom, has some burnt out incense on it. That's where that smelling of sweetness was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably where the Burning Sands did their small negotiations with merchants as they were going through.
Smoke their drugs. Mm-hmm.
And on the other side, there's another tunnel heading out, and that is just a very slight curve in it, enough to block it. But if you take a step into the tunnel, you manage to see that also leads into that larger cavern with all the drinking.
Oh, so like all my evil detection was like the same source. It was just like the big army in the main hall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It seems a lot of
Yeah,
these
this is
tunnels are
further
leading back to
away
the
and
main hall.
closer. Mhm.
Okay, can we like get to this double door that we just were moments
can.
ago without like alarming the main hall where they're all residing?
Mm-hmm. You'd have to go through
Yeah.
the baths.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do it. We return back to
How
the.
how
Why if we get
sneaky
into
would
a
we have
fight?
to be?
To get to the door?
Yeah, without alerting them.
Just so long as you don't fall into each other getting to the door, you should be fine. Because as I said, the door is just a couple of yards away
Mhm.
from the entrance, whereas all of them is way down the end of this hallway. This is a
Okay,
very
Yeah,
long
that's how
hallway.
it sounded exactly.
Let's do that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna check the door for traps, of course. Take 20.
Wait, were there any valuable goods in the negotiation room?
And the negotiation room, unless you want a lot of incense, no.
I
Is it incense of Tyr?
It's just incense.
Okay.
I take some and give to Inza.
Just straight away. Focus on the traps.
Reformation.
All right, and going back to that main door and taking your time with it again, there's no traps with this one. It's just very finely made, reinforced wooden door.
Very
Right.
well.
Can we open it?
It doesn't even seem to be locked.
That's nice. Can I detect any evil from within?
Through the door, you do get that very strong, potent feeling of evil.
Oh, feels
Right,
like
I'll go ahead. Or like I'll open the door, I guess.
We have
push
to
it.
be really careful. If we start battling whatever's in there and the other ones hear us, we'll get crushed between them.
All right, so swinging that door, do you want to just open both of them at the same time, or like peek in
No,
there?
I wanna peek in there.
All right, just popping it open a little bit and looking in. You see a very large hall, maybe like the main worship area of what used to be the temple, and you see two people in, well, three, but there's two are turned towards one man. It's a Kenku, and one of the men in that raggedy armor. The person they're looking towards is a very well-dressed Kalashite man, and he seems to be berating them about something. You come in like halfway through the grilling.
No, but it's not the guy that we are looking after, right? Like,
Or
we're
it might
just-
be.
But we are just in the ruins, right? We didn't make it to the Marching Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy.
What is going on? Well, we found the big boss
I-
room without like Can
I
we like
wanna-
cast silence or anything so that our like battle sounds with these three fellas isn't?
Nope.
Maybe
The
if we
opposite of
close.
silence.
Maybe if we close the door behind us.
Ah,
get
yes.
in
Can
and
we
close the
bar it
door.
from the inside? Then we are like trapped, but still.
No.
Is
we're
there
not.
any way out of this room?
From what you can see, there are two alternate hallways leading out of it. However, you don't know if they are dead ends or not.
I mean, these guys are drunk, right? That should give us like a solid fighting edge, but
Well, the ones in the canyon or the cavern.
yeah,
I keep
yeah,
saying
I know.
they're drunk, not the ones in the.
yeah, that's what I
This
mean. Like, if
temple.
they rush to come here, like they're probably a bunch of drunkards.
Mhm.
What
I would
what
like
are these
to-
saying? Like, can Fate
I would
hear
like
it?
to wait a bit and
Yeah.
listen. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. It seems like the guy in charge is really giving the other two a hard time because they didn't, and he keeps saying, bring them back. You start picking up that he doesn't. He's talking about the Red Sands people. And he keeps mentioning that they had a couple of craftsmen with them, particularly Kalek. And that without Kalek, they're missing the crown jewel, and Rhine is going to be very furious with all of them if they don't bring Kalek as well. Because there's no way to make the others work without him there.
And
he's
we've
just
never
really
heard of
railing
Rhine
at him.
before, right? Like it's a new name.
Actually, we take a look at it.
Oh,
He
it's
was talking
Barded
about
Rhine?
Barded
This
Yeah.
one?
Yep, the one down at the bottom of our little notes page.
Holy shit, so we found like... Huh,
It is a conspiracy.
such a coincidence. Alright, so these guys are working for Rhine.
As in,
He's
like,
talking
all of
about-
them here are working for Rhine. So whoever is the Kalashite man that's a little bit finer dressed seems to be another one of the guys working for Rhine, because he's referring to Rhine almost as like people refer to their
Yes.
bosses. Like, if you don't
Somewhere
do
away, but
this,
it's a
all
boss.
of the bosses are
Alright,
going to come down
okay.
here. And
We need that guy to bring us to... We need that one like a
Alive.
whisper like, we need this one alive. The rest, I don't care.
Well, I'm more worried about you killing him, so. Just
Yes, I can sense evil.
Evil must destroy.
calm. Just
I
calm
tighten
down.
my grip on the
Breathe.
burning
breathe.
sand scimitar.
How do we approach this?
Try to take them out. Two of the guards. I rush for the leader. We grapple and beat him down.
all right, and on that note, we'll actually end this portion of the recording.
Ooh,
one moment.
cliffhanger.